ॐ गणपतये नमः। ॐ सरस्वत्यै नमः। ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरम् तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः। Let us take in Shiva Shakti in 5 deep breaths. Om Shiva Shakti Om. 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 अनंत संसार समुद्रतार नौकायिताभ्यां गुरुभक्तिदाभ्यां वैराग्यसाम्राज्यजनाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां कवित्ववाराशिनीशाकराभ्यां दौर्भाग्यदावामालिकाभ्यां दूरीकृतानं प्रविपत्ततिभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्यां नताययो श्रीपतितां समीयुः कदाचिदप्याशु दरिद्रवर्या मूकाश्च वाचस्पतितां हिताभ्याम् नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम् नालीकनिकाश पदाहृताभ्याम् नानाविमोहादिवारिकाभ्याम् नमज्जनाभीष्ट ततिप्रदाभ्याम् नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम् नृपालिमौली व्रजरत्नकान्ति सरेद्विराजशकन्यकाभ्याम् नृपपदाभ्याम् नतलोकपङ्क्तेः नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम् पापान्धकारार्कपरम्पराभ्याम् तापत्रयाहीन्द्रखगेश्वराभ्याम् जाड्याब्धिसंशोषण पाडवाभ्याम् नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम् शर्मादिषट्कप्रदवैभवाभ्याम् समाधिदानदीक्षिताभ्याम् रमाधवाङ्घ्रि स्थिरभक्तिदाभ्याम् नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम् स्वार्चापराणाम् अखिलेष्टदाभ्याम् स्वाहा सहायाक्ष धूरन्धराभ्याम् स्वान्ताच्छभावप्रदपूजनाभ्याम् नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम् कामादिसर्पव्रजगारुडाभ्याम् विवेकवैराग्य सिद्धिप्रदाभ्याम् बोधप्रदाभ्याम् धृतमोक्षदाभ्याम् नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम् नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम् नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम् श्री Gurupaduka stotram. When we think of Guru, Paduka, different scenarios, different concepts, ideas come to our mind, isn't it? In general public thought, the person who polishes the shoes is looked down upon. If anyone touches the sandals, Paduka, or shoes, slippers. Then everyone says, Ayyo, why are you touching with your hands? Go and wash your hands and come. In another scenario, in Gurudwaras, the devotees cleans up the sandals of the fellow devotees with so much of humbleness to acquire more punya. When you massage just the feet and the sole of the feet, invariably the person will be filled with a kind of joy, happiness, relief, relax, and peaceful. And they show it on the face. And many people bless us with lots of good wishes when we massage their feet. When we go to a Mahatma or a Guru, when we bend down to do the Namaskara, just the look at the feet, sometimes we feel, oh my goodness, these feet are so familiar to me. It feels that it is resembling one of my relatives' feet. I'm feeling so homely with this feet. And we become one with that feet at once. There is some connection happening. This I have experienced. Just the look at the feet, it makes us so homely. Bharata, of all the things which belong to Sri Rama, he brought back the Padukas of Sri Rama to reign the kingdom of Ayodhya. And Shankaracharya, when he went in search of his guru on the shores of Narmada, in front of the cave, he saw the Padukas, the sandals, which were there. Just looking at the Padukas, he declared, whoever is wearing these Padukas, that is my Guru, Guru Bhagavat Pada, who is Govind. Bhagavat Pada. A Guru is Bhagavat Pada. He is the feet of Sakshat Bhagavan. That is how the Guru is drawing all the knowledge, all the energy from that Bhagavan through the feet. And that Bhagavat Pada is the Guru, and his Padukas are these sandals, which are Guru Govinda Bhagavat Pada, his sandals. Shankaracharya felt that. Swamiji Chinmayananda, he also explains it beautifully. Shivalinga represents that omnipotent, omnipresent Shiva. Saligrama represents all-pervading Vishnu. In the same way, Gurupadukas, the sandals, represent that Brahman which we are all trying to become one with. So that Parabrahman who is wearing the Padukas. And he is Saguna Brahman because Guru Brahma, Guru is Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma. So he is Saguna Brahma who is in the form of Guru, who is carrying in him the knowledge, great compassion towards everyone. And that Saguna Brahman is having these two sandals. And also it is known that the two palms and the 2 feet are the places hosting the junction of many very sensitive nerves. So it is those feet which are protected by Padukas. Not only that, Guru's 2 feet are representing Paravidya and Aparavidya, the Vidya of Iha and Para. So he is that Saguna Brahman who are showering the grace through Padukas. So let us see in what all ways our Shankaracharya is describing and highlighting the greatness of Paduka. Ananta samsara samudratar naukayitabhyam. Ananta, unending. All the Jivatmas are going through Ananta samsara. Samudra. Samudra is the sea or ocean which is Ananta. There is no end to it. In that samsara, we are caught and we are going cycle after cycle of births and deaths. Ananta samsara samudra tara, to escape from that, to cross that ocean of samsara. These Padukas of Guru, Naukayitabhyam, the Padukas are like the boat. Guru Bhakti Dabhyam, and these Padukas are giving, showering Guru Bhakti. It means it brings the Guru Bhakti in the devotee, in the sadhaka, in the disciple, in the follower of that Guru. Vairagya Samrajyada Pujanabhyam. Those Padukas of Guru are Pujaniya. It is worshipable. It is fit to be worshipped, fit to be prayed, fit to be revered, and which gives the kingdom of Vairagya, non-attachment. Namo Namah. I bow down again and again to that Sri Gurupadukabhyam. Shri is auspicious, very precious. Paduka, which belongs to Guru. Now, we can see that if life is experienced as Ananda Samudra, we can know at once that that person is already on the boat, Gurupadukas, being attached to that Gurupaduka. If the life is experienced as samsara samudra, that means the person is not yet on board. He has not hopped on to the boat still yet. So what can we understand in this? Guru Bhakti Dabhyam, which is important. Guru Bhakti Dabhyam, that which gives Bhakti in Guru. How is it possible? When a devotee or the Shishya is caring for the Padukas with so much of love and respect, that caring itself creates more and more intimacy and love towards Guru. And that converts itself as deep devotion towards Guru. If we are caring for someone by washing their clothes every day or taking care of their Padukas or preparing food for them every day, unnoticeably, we would have become one with them. We know what they like, how they want their things to be kept, cared. We come to know it. And slowly, we show more and more connection and caring for whatever we are doing towards that person. And that creates the love towards that person. It is in our normal life, that's what we experience. If it happens to be the Guru who is taking care of taking out the ignorance, total ignorance of the Shishya by shedding the light of Jnana on him, who has surrendered himself to the Guru, that deep connection where the Shishya feels there's nothing for me to worry about. I have to just surrender to Guru with lots of bhakti, shraddha, and prema. He will take care of me. And we will be doing everything according to the need, according to the guidance of the Guru, according to his instructions, without questioning. So that kind of bhakti this Paduka gives when we show our respect, reverence to the Padukas. And then Vairagya Samrajya. Vairagya, the minute we hear the word Vairagya, the samsarins, commoners, we hesitate and we try to go back from that Vairagya. But actually what it is, we can be in the samsara, we are leading the life very normally, but that Vairagya Buddhi, non-attachment to the things what we are doing gives a very different kind of freedom and more joy to experience the life and every situation of the life because of that vairagya. So that vairagya is needed for every being, not just the sannyasis. All of us need that vairagya. And we should understand what the meaning of that vairagya is by applying our mind, heart, intellect into it and to try to live that at least in one aspect of our daily routine. So the guidance and instruction starts from there itself, from day one. When we come in contact with Guru through caring for Padukas first. So, Guru Bhakti Dabhyam Vairagya Samrajya. Yes, it is a kingdom by itself. Such a kingdom of freedom that is available through this Padukas, which is Pujaniya, Pujanabhyam. Why and how can we do the worship? Is it by keeping the Padukas of Guru on the pedestal and do the Archana and Puja? That is only a symbol if we do the puja in that way. Pujanabhyam, in what way? When we understand what an honor those Padukas are having by carrying, by protecting that Saguna Brahman who is standing on those Padukas. When we understand and when we feel, when I become that Paduka, naturally I feel so humble and great that Saguna Brahman Guru is so close to me. I am part of that Guru. That feeling which I get because of the Padukas is puja through my whole heart. Pujanabhyam. Namo Namah. Namo Namah is total surrender. Nothing is mine. I am not there. Na Mama. Namo Namah. I surrender totally to the Gurupadukas. So in every stanza, it is coming Namo Namah Shri Gurupadukabhyam. Kavitva Varashi Nishakarabhyam. Kavitva Varashi. The knowledge, the creative power, which is because of the jnana in Guru, is just coming out so much that it is like ocean of kavitva. Here, kavi means one who is sarvajnani. So, Guru is kavi, and whatever is coming from him is kavitva. Because he being Saguna Brahman with so much of compassion and knowledge freely oozing from him, each and every word is forming as ocean. Kavitva Varashi, Nishakarabhyam. And in that ocean of knowledge, these two Padukas are like moon. If Guru is considered as the ocean of knowledge, the moon, it looks like the Padukas look like rising from the ocean moon, isn't it? Daurbhagya Davambuda Malikabhyam. Daurbhagya Dava. Daurbhagya Dava is, Dava means the forest fire, which has no direction or the limitation of the time. It can go wildly in any direction with any intensity, anyhow. Like that, Daurbhagya, the misfortune, the miseries, when it is there to the devotee or sadhaka, shishya, these Gurupadukas are like Ambuda. Ambuda is the clouds, thick clouds, which are ready to shower the rain. Raining clouds. That too, Malikabhyam. It is chain of raining clouds. So it can shower any moment, readily, whenever there is Daurbhagya, which is attacking the Shishya like the forest fire. Durikrita Anamra Vipattatibhyam. Tati means the series, continuous chain of Vipat. Vipat is difficulties, obstacles. Durikrita, it takes away the Padukas. Guru Padukas have the capacity to take away the difficulties or the obstacles which the sadhaka or the shishya or the devotee is facing. Vipattatibhyam namo nama Shri Gurupadukabhyam. I go down again and again to those Shri Gurupadukas. If we look at this, Daurbhagya Dava, that is also created in the Prakriti, the forest fire. If we understand how it is working on us, Daurbhagya comes like the forest fire. For that, the solution is also coming from the Prakriti only, as the rain. So, what we can understand here is everything is happening in the Prakriti. Even Daurbhagya is also coming, but it is taken away by the Paduka. We can see that connection happening automatically and in Prakriti. So that forest fire, even if we try to destroy it by putting the water jets, it is not easy at all. The rain has to shower, only then it totally destroys the forest fire. So in the same way, Daurbhagya Dava, that can be taken out only with the grace of the Padukas, which have direct connection with the Guru. Daurbhagya Davambuda Malikabhyam Duri Kritanamra Vipattatibhyam. Anamra is one who bends down, one who does namaskara, that is surrender. So how does it work? Even in our life, if anyone comes and surrenders, oh, you are the only one who can help in this situation, please help me. I'm not finding help from anyone else. Please, can you help me? I'm really depending on you. When they do namaskara like that, even if the person who is standing is enemy of that person, his mind will say, please help him. And he invariably helps the person who is doing the namaskar. The great example is Vibhishana and how Sri Rama accepted him by embracing him, isn't it? So, surrendering at the feet of Guru is the wisest thing. Just surrender and leave everything to him. He will give the solution to come out of that Daurbhagya or Vipat by giving us the knowledge of finding the solution. Because Guru takes the Vipat and Daurbhagya of all his bhaktas, sadhakas, and the shishyas as his own. And so, because he is such a jnani, he also knows the solution and he works on that Daurbhagya and that Vipat, which is experienced by the Shishya, and he passes it on when he is doing the Anamra, when he is bending down, bowing down. His head touches the Paduka, and through that he is released from the Vipat, the difficulties, obstacle, and Daurbhagya, which is the misery or misfortune. Nata yayoh Shripatitam samiyuhu kadachidapyashu daridravarya. Daridravarya. See the language he is using. Daridravarya. Poorest of the poor. Varya, one who is above all. Among all Daridras, he is the most Daridra. That is poorest of the poor. What happens? Daridra Varyaha, poorest of the poor. Nata, when he bows down, when he surrenders to Guru, he blesses in such a way that Shripatitam Samiyuhu. That Shripatitam is becoming the Lord of the richest, who is Shri Lakshmi. That too, how? After so many years? No. Kadachidapyashu, at once. at once. Because we are surrendering to Guru half and half. We still hold on to ourselves, that ego. With ego, we are facing the difficulties. Because I'm still hanging on to that ego in me. I am having the misery. I am having the misery. And on the surface level, we bow down, do namaskara and say, Oh Guru, I'm having this difficulty. Please help me out. There's no need for all those things. If we surrender totally, these miseries are there. Guru is going to take care of it. That I will never come. The misery is for me, will never come. That total surrender, that we don't do. We do only half and half. You must be remembering in Mahabharata, when Draupadi lifted only one hand, covering herself in another hand, Krishna never came to help her. Only when she lifted both the hands, total surrender, at once, Krishna helped her, isn't it? In the same way, these Gurupadukas, which are part and parcel of Guru, is capable of helping the Shishyas. Natayayoho Shri Patitam Samiyuhu. Samiyuhu means he attains, he gains that status of being Shripati. Means he comes out of that poor situation. Mukascha Vachaspatitam Hi Tabhyam. And these Padukas give, bestow Vachaspatitam. Vachaspatitam means Brihaspati. Brihaspati is the guru of all devatas. So, Muka is a dumb person who cannot think properly and bring that thought clearly through speech. So, there is some obstruction in one of the chains. The thought is not forming clearly. Or the thought is there, but he doesn't know how to create the sentence. Or he might be knowing the sentence, how to tell it, but the tongue, which is the sense organ, karmendriya, is not able to bring it out as word. So, with the blessings of these Padukas, Gurupadukas, all the chain which belongs to Vak gets cleared and he becomes Brihaspati. He becomes knowledgeable and he can become a nice orator. Mukascha Vachaspatitam Hi Tabhyam. To those Padukas, Namo Nama Shri Gurupadukabhyam. So, when we surrender to Guru, these are all the things. Gurus have the clear knowledge of Iha, that is the world around Guru. And he also knows how the samsarins are going through their life. Just because he is Guru or he is sannyasi, he is not away from it. He knows each and everything what a samsarin goes through. what is going in their mind, they know. For example, if you look at the videos of Swami Chinmayananda giving the lectures on Bhagavad Gita, you should observe the examples he takes are from ordinary followers who would have invited him for his bhiksha to their houses. Within that short time, he would have observed so keenly, and he can also understand why that person is acting like that, why that person is talking like this, why the other person is giving the answer in this way. He knows. And he takes the same example to make us understand what Bhagavad Gita is telling. Only the gossipy women would have had those thoughts. That also, Swami Chinmayananda is very smart in catching those points. How did he get it? He is samsarin and he's moving around with only his probably devoted shishyas who are also very much into the spiritual subjects. Yet they have the knowledge of all the samsarins, how they get into the trouble, how he can bring them out of the trouble. They know about the samsarins in detail, in detail. So when we surrender to them, gurus know each and everything. And they pass it on through the Padukas, the grace, and the solution as well. Nalika Nikasha Padahritabhyam. Nalika is lotus. Nikasha means which is very similar to Pada. The feet of that Saguna Brahman Guru is very much like the lotus. Ahritabhyam. These Padukas carry those lotus feet. That is one way of understanding. Another way, Nalika Nikasha Pada Ahritabhyam. The Padukas carry the minds of the Shishyas, Sadhakas, and the devotees, Bhaktas, towards the lotus feet. It's true, when we bow down, the Padukas touch our forehead. And it is passing on. The mind is passed towards the lotus feet. It is directing us towards the lotus feet. Nana Vimohadi Nivarikabhyam. Vimohadi. Various kinds of delusion, sorrow, and ignorance because of the Arishad Varga which is there, which has made room in all beings. Isn't it? So, Nana Vimohadi Nivarikabhyam. It destroys, it takes away all this delusion, sorrow, ignorance of Shishyas, Sadhakas. Namajjanabhishta Tatipradabhyam. Tatipradabhyam. It gives in abundance. It bestows in abundance. What? Namajjana bhishta. Abhishta is all the desires of Namat Jana. Whoever goes down, whoever surrenders, for all of them, their desires are fulfilled. Namo Namah Shri Gurupadukabhyam. I bow down to those Padukas. So, Namajjana Bhishta. When we surrender to Guru, our desires also keep changing. Before surrendering to Guru, the set of desires we have are different, or the intensity is different. The minute we go down to Guru, when we surrender to Guru, Abhishta, the desires are altogether different. It will be somewhat spiritual seeking or becoming one with Guru, or I want to know more about Ishvara, about self. So new set of desires come. Those are also taken care by these Padukas, Gurupadukabhyam. Nrupali Mauli Vrajaratna Kanti. Nrupali Mauli. Nripa is king. Ali means the row. The row of kings who are wearing the kirita, the crown, which is emitting the kanti, emitting the radiance of Vrajaratna. Vraja means the cluster of gems. Vrajaratna. The cluster of gems are there in the crowns of the kings who are in rows. Like that Kanti will be, one feels that Kanti, that radiance as Sarit, as the river. So just imagine the rows of kings who are wearing the crowns which are gem-studded. They are all bowing down. So when they are all bowing down, that Kanti itself is looking like Sarita, the river, because it keeps going. When all of them are going down, then Nripas in two rows, the Guru is walking in between them. How does the Padukas look when he is entering or walking in between on that Sarita, on the river of the radiance? Sarit Viraja Jashakanyakabhyam, like the mermaids, like the beautiful mermaids gliding, swimming, moving on that river. Here we had to think once again in deep. Nripa. At once, the first vision would be the real kings who are politically kings and they have their kingdom, the regular kings. They also need Guru, they will have Guru, and they all bow down. That is one thing. Nripali, the rows of different kinds of kings. For example, MSS Amma. She is the king of Carnatic music. And she is wearing the crown as king with lots of gems, accolades, awards, which are shining. And the good qualities which were in her, which were innate in her, they all will be emitting so much of shine, radiance. Like that, there might be another king of science, another king of politics, another king of some other arts. So, when all these kings in their own fields, they all need gurus. Just imagine all the greatest kings of every field, different fields, they are doing pranama together in the same hall as two rows. And this great guru who is so compassionate, all knowledgeable, is walking with his Padukas. How vibrant the whole ambience would be. That is how it is to be in touch with the gurus. So, in that way, when we imagine, when we visualize, and which is true also, we have seen Nrupali Mauli Brajaratna Kanti Sarit Viraja Jashakanyakabhyam Nrupatvadabhyam Nataloka Panktehe. Already they are kings, they have become. But there are also aspirants who want to become the king in their own fields. When they all go for the Ashirvadam and they bow down, this guru is very compassionate. Yes, you also become the king. Nripatva. He is also given the kingship when he surrenders. Nripatvadabhyam nataloka. Nataloka means one who is bowing down. Panktehe. To the rows of not just one person, to the rows of aspirants who want to get that kingship. They are all given. How? Just by the touch of that Paduka. That touch of Paduka can be through physical touch, through becoming one with the Paduka, through the mind, through the heart, through meditation, through tapas. That nataloka, surrendering, can happen. Namo Namah Shri Gurupadukabhyam. I bow down again and again to those Gurupadukas. Papandhakararka paramparabhyam. Papandhakara. The physical darkness which we experience through these two physical eyes in this physical world is one andhakara. But andhakara which is created by papa, papa means the sinful acts, is much more thick darkness. And the sins are in different levels and different intensities. The most intense papa, the sin, which we all have created, every one of us, is stubbornly living the notion that I am the body, I am the mind, I am the body, I am the mind, and accordingly leading the life. That is the most sinful thing, because in eternal reality, I am not the body, I am not the mind, because I am living that notion, strong notion, stubbornly. I am committing other sins. So imagine, even though I am looking at the bright light, still I am with that andhakara, thick veil of illusion, thick veil of darkness, ignorance. That papandhakara which I am carrying with me in every step of my life, every day, every moment, I am carrying it, that andhakara. But Guru is very, very compassionate about the sadhaka who wants to get away from that darkness of sinful living. For them, he is coming with them continuously. How and what is he doing? Because those Padukas are like Arka, the sun. Because he is also walking with us with so much of compassion and love. It looks like every step of Guru is Arka, 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 Arka. So it looks like parampara of the suns, the chain of suns which are moving along with the andhakara papishta, and is showering the jnana at every step of us. So see the compassion and the love he showers towards the student. It's not necessary that he has to be physically present all the time next to this andha shishya, andha sadhaka, andha bhakta. But when the mind has surrendered, wherever, however the Guru is, from there itself, like the sun, he is somewhere there, but he is sending his light towards every one of us. Like that, the Padukas of Guru is sending that jnana, compassion, love to each and every Shishya who is following with so much of love towards Guru. So I bow down to those Padukas which are like the sun, and because Guru is with me, I feel as though it is parampara of the chain of so many suns walking through. That is one understanding. In another way also we can understand, like we say, parampara. When all the gurus guru, like that, when the Guru parampara, they are all shedding the jnana like the sun, which is passing on from guru to guru to guru, which is followed by the shishyas. That also we can understand. Tapatrayahindra khageshwarabhyam. Tapatraya. There are three types of tapa. The burning fire. The miseries caused in three ways. Those tapatrayas are like Ahindra, the king of the snakes. You can take it as cobra, Ahindra. For that, the Padukas are like Khaga, Ishwara, Khageshwara. The king of all the birds is Garuda, the eagle. So we all know Garuda and Ahindra, they are enemies. So for the Tapatraya, which are like Ahindra, the king of the snakes, for them, Paduka is like the king of the birds, which is eagle. Jadyabdhi samshoshana. Jadyabdhi. Jadya is ocean of ignorance. Abdhi is ocean. Jadya, ignorance, which is like ocean. That is also limitless. For that, samshoshana means drying up. How? Vadavabhyam. Vadava means the fire which is there in the ocean. It is called Vadavagni. It is there in the ocean, under the water. And that Agni erupts, drying up the water of the ocean. So like that, to the ocean of ignorance, these Padukas are like Vadava, drying up that ignorance. That means it gives jnana. Namo Namah Shri Gurupadukabhyam. I bow down again and again, again and again. So which are those three? Tapatraya, Adi, Adhyatmika. Tapa, the misery created by one's own self. It can be through ignorance. I am causing my own miseries. Adi Bhautika, that which is created by the environment around, like lightning or tsunami, volcano. That is Adi Bhautika. Adi Daivika is that misery caused by supernatural powers like Shapa. It creates miseries. Shapa. So these three, all the three Tapatrayas are taken away by the Padukas. When we think of that Vadavagni, I remember Meera Bhajan, where she declares so beautifully. I will just read it. Lage lagan Guru Charanan ki mohe lage lagan. That is, I have loved, clicked, wedded with the feet of Guru. Charan bina kuch nahi bhave. Nothing appeals. I don't gain anything without those two feet. Jhoot maya sab Sapananiki. And without those two feet, I cannot get anything, gain anything. And nothing appeals to me because they all look like jhoot. Jhoot means a lie, maya, illusion. It looks like it's nothing. And everything is like a dream. See, just having locked, clicked with the Guru Charana, which is a great deal. This is how she is feeling. Charan bina kuch nahi paave, jhoot maya sab sapnan ki. She got the jnana there itself. And then she says, Bhavasagar sab sukh gaya hai. Because of this lagan, Bhavasagara, the ocean of samsara, has dried up totally. Fikr nahi mohe taran ki. And I don't have the fear of crossing that ocean when there is no water. Where is the necessity for me to cross? Even that fikr is also not there. So, and Shankaracharya is going one more step and he's saying the Paduka itself gives that benefit. How? By acting as Vadavagni. To that Andhaka, what is it? Jadyabdhi, ocean of ignorance. For that, the Padukas are like Samshoshana Vadavabhyam. Namo Nama Shri Gurupadukabhyam. Shamadhi Shatka Prada Vaibhavabhyam. Vaibhava here means the wealth of Shamadhi Shatka. In Vedanta, in that path of attaining the moksha, the liberation, there are 6 sampat asset which one should have. Only when they have that, they can proceed further. Which are they? Shama. That is a good control on the mind, which hosts Mano, Buddhi, Ahankara, Chitta. Good control, balance of those is Shama. Dhamma is good control on sense organs, which is maintaining the body, physical body. And then Uparama, that is cessation of any worldly longings. Uparama. And then Titiksha, good endurance and tolerance that one has to exercise. Titiksha, forbearing. And then Shraddha, one should have the good faith with good understanding of what Guru is saying. And then Samadhana, the balanced mind. Samadhana, good control, concentration of mind in one direction. So, Shamadhi Shatka Prada Vaibhavabhyam, that is the great wealth which is glorious, Once we have these 6, it is a glorious wealth. Samadhidana Vratadikshidabhyam. And those Padukas, it looks as if they have taken the Diksha, that I have to give dana of Samadhi. Samadhi, it happens automatically when we have surrendered totally, when we have the asset of this Shatka Sampatti, these 6 qualities when we have. Samadhi, one who attains in dhyana the utmost state of mind where that I will not be there. Samadhi. And Samadhi, Dana Vrata means he has taken giving this Samadhi as his Vrata. Dikshita. He has taken the O. Who? The Padukas. Samadhi Dana Vrata Dikshidabhyam. Ramadhavangri. Dhava is husband of Rama, is Vishnu. Ramadhavangri Sthira Bhaktidabhyam. These Padukas bestow the Sthira Bhakti. Sthira Bhakti means stable devotion towards Vishnu. How and why? Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwaraha. He is Saguna Brahma, who is Vishnu, standing on these Padukas. So these Padukas will make the devotee who has surrendered himself to the Paduka, it will say, yes, let you have intense, stable devotion towards the Vishnu whom I am carrying. Namo Namah Shri Gurupadukabhyam. I again and again bow down to those Gurupadukas. So it goes in a chain form. Once we surrender this Shatka Sampat, it comes to us. Once we have that, it is automatic that we go into Samadhi at ease. And that literally leads us towards Vishnu. That means the great expansion happens. Vishnu is all pervading. So when my devotion is towards that Vishnu, naturally I am not limited anymore as an individual, but I become expanded because of the Guru's grace. Okay. And then Swarcha Paranam Akhileshtadabhyam. All the desires of the person who has surrendered himself as Archana offering. What do we mean by Archana? Archa. We offer the flowers or the mantrakshate, kunkuma, arishina, or haldi. Isn't it? Swarchana means I offer my own self to the Padukas and the feet of Guru. Swarcha Paranam, one who is without a second thought. Paranam. Without a second thought, he just surrenders himself totally. Swarcha Paranam. Akhileshtadabhyam. All his favors are accomplished. Swaha Sahaya. Swaha is the wife of Agni. So the wife of Agni is called Swaha. Sahaya is the husband, who is Agni. Don't get confused. Swaha is the name of the wife of Agni. So, Swaha, Sahaya, her husband, who is Agni. Aksha, one who has the eye as Agni. Who is he? He is Shiva. Swaha, Sahaya, Aksha, Dhurandarabhyam. These Padukas. Dhurandarabhyam means carrying. These Padukas are carrying Vishnu. These Padukas carrying Shiva, who is having Surya, Chandra and Agni as the eyes, who is Shiva. So, indirectly telling, Guru is none other than Vishnu and Shiva. Swantachhabhava Prada. And it gives a clear, pure mind to the person who has devoted himself to the Padukas. That is very much needed. Swantacha Acha Bhava Prada Pujanabhyam. Again, the worshipable, worship-worthy Padukas are making the person who is offering themselves, surrendering themselves, the pure mind. Once we have that transparent, pure mind, without any filter or veil, naturally, he becomes easily one with the Guru. And that Guru is none other than Vishnu and Shiva in form. Namo Namah Shri Gurupadu. I go down again. Kamadi Sarpa Vrajagarudabhyam. Kamadi Sarpa. Sarpa. The minute you think of a snake or cobra, what do we know? The grip of the sarpa is so tight that one suffocates. And secondly, the venom which it sends. So, kama, the desires in Shishyas, Sadhakas and Bhaktas, the commoners, Kamadi Sarpa Vraja. It is not one desire, it is Vraja, the group, n number of numerous desires are like Sarpa. For that, the Padukas are like Garuda. And also, Kama is such a thing like Sarpa. They say Sarpa has a very good memory. It can remember, they say, it can remember for many, many, many years. If someone has hurt the Sarpa. In the same way, even the desire, when it enters the heart, the desire, it keeps ringing and becomes intense, intense, intense. And until and unless it is accomplished, the mind will not be in stable state. It will keep on thinking about the desire and it wants to accomplish it. So, Kamadi Sarpa Raja Garudabhyam Viveka Vairagya Nidhi Pradabhyam. Viveka is the wisdom. Wisdom itself is Nidhi, Viveka Nidhi. It's a great asset when we have the wisdom. Along with that, Vairagya Nidhi, disattachment towards the worldly things. The combination of both, if we have Viveka Vairagya Nidhi Pradabhyam, these Padukas are capable of readily giving the Nidhi, the asset of both Viveka and Vairagya. Tremendous asset, the greatest asset one can have. Bodha Pradabhyam, Dhruta Mokshadabhyam, and it also gives knowledge. Bodha Prada. Dhruta Mokshadabhyam. Dhruta means instantaneously. How instantaneously? Like that? Just a strike of matchstick with the matchbox. That good combination of matchbox and the matchstick. Guru Paduka and the total surrender is the good combination. Just one strike is enough. One gets moksha. Like just one strike on the matchbox gives the fire. Like that it happens. Dhrita Mokshadabhyam. Namo Namah Shri Gurupadukabhyam. I go down again and again to Shri Gurupaduka. After going through all these 9 shlokas, one can get the question, why Shankaracharya has equated Guru, who is Saguna Brahman, with Paduka, having the same qualities which Guru has. One is living being, another is non-living being. Paduka is non-living being after all. Why he has equated by giving so many capabilities, qualities, powers to Paduka. Slowly, gradually, it brings in or babysitting. Till then, mother and baby are always together. When the baby has gone away to school, the first week, mother will be missing the child. So she takes solace in taking the cloth and smelling it, or just holding the doll of the child. And she will be waiting for the child to come back and play with the doll again. So, like that, the connection with Paduka will also grow so that one feels one with it. And Shraddha, Bhakti, Prema will come automatically. And what about Jnana? How can Padukas give Jnana? How to understand that? With this Shraddha, Bhakti, and Prema towards the Paduka has already created the intimacy with the Paduka, caring for the Paduka with devotion. The mind starts going deeply into thinking who is wearing these Padukas? Guru. And who is Guru? Guru is Jnana Bhandara, Karuna Sagara. And he is the fountain of prema, the love. So the mind starts thinking about the Jnana Bhandara, means he is the treasure of knowledge, fountain of love, his ocean of compassion. When these things start coming again and again and again and again, the mind realizes the cloth, what he is wearing, the sandals, what he is wearing, the pen which he is holding, the book in which he is writing, the chair on which he is sitting, the table, the plate in which he is eating, and even the kshetra where he has established himself, the kshetra mahima. Kshetra is also. All these things are closely connected with Guru. That seeps into the heart, and slowly he sees he has his body. The cloth is also like himself. As we go deeper into this, the jnana comes. The transmitting of grace is only to me, to the whole world. Because and that Parama Atma is in me also, in that Paduka also, in the cloth also, in the pen, in the book, in the words he has written, in the words he has spoken, which I am hearing through the videos and the audio recordings. Everywhere the grace is passing on. And as I go deeper into this understanding, the jnana comes that Eko hi sat. There is only one eternal truth, which is Atma. In that, Guru is one wave. Paduka is another wave. His cloth is another wave. The plate is another wave. The words is another wave. The ashrama in which he stayed is another wave. So everything is wave, 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 which is in that Atma. When that wave goes up and comes down, It is nothing but Atma. Even this Paduka is also another way which comes back as Atma. So when it is just the Atma, I, the Shishya, is also a wave. Whether I contact this wave or that wave, the eternal truth is it's just Atma. Eko hi Sat. That jnana comes. For me to come to this understanding, what was the starting point? It is Paduka. My surrendering to that Paduka. My caring for that Paduka. Isn't it a great journey within this Sri Gurupadukas stotra itself? If you are able to understand and live it. Akhanda mandalakaram vyaptam yena characharam tat padam darshitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. So that could happen with the starting point as Paduka. Namaskar. Namo Namah Shri Gurupadukabhyam. Namo Namah Shri Gurupadukabhyam. Om Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om. 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 Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti, Shiva Shakti Om.